Hey guys, welcome to an extra little intro here at the beginning of today's episode to let you know that we've very kindly been sponsored for this video and the upcoming 4 videos after this, as well as we move into Season 4 of the Career Mode RTG. The band Truces, their song I'm Alive is officially out now as a single. I'm sure you'll recognise it. It's playing in the background now. You will definitely have heard it whilst playing FIFA 20. It came out at launch as part of the soundtrack, and it is now officially out as a single as well. So if you'd like to listen to it on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube, there's a link in the description that will give you the option to choose your streaming platform of choice, and you can follow the link there and listen to the song yourselves without me blabbering over the top of it. So do enjoy the song, do enjoy the episode and the upcoming 4 after this, which will also be sponsored by Truces, and hopefully you enjoy the song, and hopefully you enjoy the episode. Welcome to the League One playoffs. We have 2 years worth experience of League Two playoffs, and now in the 3rd season, we're in playoffs again, but in the league above this time. However, we face Bolton, a side that we've played 3 times this year. We lost 1-0, we lost 2-0, in both the league games, and in a simulated cup game we drew 2-2. So we are yet to beat Bolton this season. Not only that, but they are significantly the better team with regards to the way that they played out the full 46 games of the season. We scored more goals than them, but conceded more as well. Our goal difference was +5 worse than theirs. They scored a full 12 points more than us over the course of the full season, won 5 games more than us, and lost 2 games less. They only missed out on automatic promotion by a point, although as you can see from the goal difference they would have needed 2 to definitively finish above Luton, but they were points-wise only a point outside the automatic promotion spots. Barnsley bossed the league, and if we could have beaten Tranmere yesterday, we would have had either Rotherham or Doncaster. It would have been Rotherham, in fact. We'd have finished 4th if we'd have won the last game against Tranmere in yesterday's episode. And we'd have finished 4th and been playing Rotherham. But alas, it is not Rotherham we have. It is Bolton. Thankfully, the games are... First leg's a full week after the game against Tranmere, and the second game is 5 days after the first leg, rather than being played Wednesday, Saturday. It's Wednesday, Monday. And then, I presume, if we make it to the final, it will be Saturday or Sunday, but time will tell. We got to get there first, and that's not a certainty. We have the starting lineup as you can see it on screen. Thankfully, other than Abadia, we're missing nobody. Unfortunately for Abadia, he will continue to miss the entirety of the rest of the season and won't be involved in our attempts to try and get ourselves up to the Championship. That's the starting lineup. We're in okay form. Not incredible form, but okay form. But Bolton are one of the toughest sides we've had to play this year at this level, and I am not confident of going through. My prediction for the playoffs is a 1-1 draw in leg 1 and a 2-1 defeat in leg 2. I don't think we're going to get to the playoff final, but we'll wait and see. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what could be a playoff final tomorrow, or what could be episode 1 of season 4 tomorrow. Let's go and find out which one it'll be, shall we? Bolton's 11 then. Remy Matthews in goal. Joe Dodu up top. Dennis Politic in the midfield. Got Jacob Mellis on the bench. Former Chelsea youngster. 4-1-4-1 is their starting lineup. A team we have yet to beat on any occasion so far this season. And in this save, Bolton stand between us and Wembley for our 4th visit, incredibly, after 2 playoff finals and an FA Cup semi. Get this out wide here, looking for Tavernier. Turn back onto the left and, well, deliver on his left is what I meant to do, because that's his strong foot. He still elected to walk around the ball and then try and cross on his weak foot, because that's the logical thing to do there, isn't it? Thank you, mate. Politic Could go down the line there. Well cut out by Collins. It's fallen straight to Politic again. Darcy intercepts. and we get the ball away. And Ngoy drifted centrally for some reason, but thankfully still able to keep possession for us. Unlike Adamida. Conceição is there with me. Look to get that to Adamida, who spun well. Looking to use that pace to get away. Buries it brilliantly. 13 minutes played. Cambridge 1-0 in front. That's the first goal we've scored against Brighton in a played game this season. Bolton in a played game this season. Nice touch, good acceleration, and a cracking finish. I said 1-1 was my expectation from this first leg. So I do expect Bolton to come back at us. But a great start to leg number 1. Collins. Politic into Crawford. Back to Politic again. Brown central. Round the corner to Dodu. Norris does get there and just gets a shin to it to deflect it round the corner. That was on its way in. It wasn't even a shin. It was his trailing heel that kept that out. Darcy deflected and away by Cano. We catch him on the counter. No. If anything, they're going to come back at me. Delaney cross to Darcy. Out to Bitter. Cross blocked well by Page. Flicked away poorly. Brown. Oh, doing just enough here to keep the ball away from a Bolton striker. And the counter-attack is on. Conceição to Ida. Can't get it under control. Adebayo does though. And Ngoy was meant for Conceição, but Ida will give it here to Adebayo. And Ngoy's drifted centrally away from that left-hand wing. But by doing so, nearly found himself in a position to score. Ida blocked. I probably should have looked for the ball to Conceição there. Adebayo back to Brown. Now we'll look for Conceição. Brings it down well enough, but no strength to hold off the defender. And it does look like it's going to be just 1-0 to Cambridge at the half-time point in leg number 1. 25% of the way there. 75% to go. Oh, nice turn by Engin. But Brown read that well. With that high interception stat. Steps in. Ball looking for Ngoy, who may still get to that. Hobbs has to head away. Just a hopeful ball over the top that nearly led to a second opportunity, or an opportunity to get a second goal. Into Brown. And Ngoy's there again, quickly round the corner. Ida. Oh, can't find Conceição. Really good chance again to work an opportunity for a second goal that hasn't quite come together as we hoped that it would. We're playing well in this game against Bolton. But we're going to have to do it twice if we're to get to Wembley again. And I genuinely don't know if we can. I don't even know if we can keep it up for the full 90 in the first game, let alone over 2. Crawford and Engin linking up nicely. The man on the overlap down the line is Perez. Still got support. Crosses early, but thankfully for me, it's a poor ball into the middle. And it's easily dealt with. So far, Conceição not looking that bad, stamina-wise. So we should be able to continue on with the 11 as it is for the foreseeable future. Brown. Nicely through the gap to Adebayo. Ida. Got the option out wide there of Tavernier. Driven inside well. Finds Ida. Oh, Conceição was through that gap. Adebayo is through this one. Oh, I tried to do a little bit of footwork and he just didn't register the heel to heel. Or the heel flick. And unfortunately, no chance again to make it 2. Had everything but the final ball in this second half. I am going to make some changes now. Let's bring Maris on at cam. And Campos on for Tavernier on the right. Outside of that, I'm going to leave it unchanged for the time being. That's a lovely dummy. Darcy. Bolton have been good, but they haven't had the final ball for the entire game. It has felt like a 1-0 game so far, with the lack of opportunities created by both sides, but they might be in here to score an equaliser to ensure that it's not a 1-0 game. Still just 10 minutes to go. Politic, good block by Ngoy. I wonder what the match facts actually are. 1 shot for them, 2 shots for me. Really has been a game of minimal chances here. Conceição off now and Maris on. Tavernier off and Campos on, whose last minute equaliser against Salford is the main reason from the last episode that we're even here in the first place. If he hadn't have scored that 92nd, 93rd minute, tip that over, equaliser, we would have been outside the playoffs come the end of the season. Murphy, they're not going to take it short. I don't even know why I fell for that. Up by Cano, not away. Keeper will come and punch. And Maris needs to get to this first to at least put them off. Politic turns, finds Neris. Bitter, could cross. Page, solid enough. Well defended. Get this to Ngoy around the corner. And can we finish the tie off, or at least this first leg, with a second goal on a counter-attack here? Adebiejo will race onto that. The defender's still with me. Cleared away. I was concentrating so hard on not getting tackled by the first man. End up running into the second. Ngoy, Maris, back there nicely to Brown. Ida, lovely turn. We'll try for a second. It's well blocked. It will be a single goal to nil, slender lead from leg number 1. We will have to travel north to the northwest again. But we hold a first leg advantage as we head into leg number 2. I will take Conceição out of the starting lineup and put Maris in. No, I'm going to put Campos in at cam. I'm going to put Campos in at cam and still continue to start Tavernier on the right-hand side. Today's result puts you in a relegation battle. Well, that's clearly a bug. We're in this together and we'll go again, is what I'll say. There's no point negatively affecting the morale of the team there. Were you pleased with the second half? We were the better team. We certainly created more. Whether we were the better team or not, I'm not sure. Advancing further, time for leg number 2. Look, who am I going to have to take out? Tavernier is not fully fit either. Do I make any other changes other than Conceição? I don't think so. We'll play in our away kit. We can always play the final if we make it there in our rotation kit. Campos will start at cam. Tavernier is going to be all right. I'll start Nibs alongside Adebiejo, but we still have Conceição and Ida on the bench to come on if we need them. Andy Dallas. I could throw Andy Dallas in for Conceição. I'm going to. Right. Here we go then. Second leg time away from home for a spot at Wembley. Their starting lineup is different too. Jacob Mellis into the 11. Darcy off the or out of the starting lineup as well, although I can't recall if that's actually who's gone out for Mellis. Other than that, looks like the same 11. We'll see what we can do away from home in leg number 2 for the chance to play at Wembley and the chance to get into the Championship. It's Cambridge United versus Bolton Wanderers. Page into Adebiejo. Short there to Brown. Nibs. Oh, out-muscled. I was trying to play a quick first-time ball to Ida, and he just couldn't get it out of his feet. Murphy with a big ping looking for Engin, and that is going to go out of play. Bolton were decent in possession in the first leg, but you saw from the match facts, only the one shot in the full 90 minutes. That was their issue. Getting the ball on goal was the problem. Keeping the ball away from me, not an issue. But actually having that final opportunity was the one thing missing from their game. If they can add that to their play in this second leg, then we will be really up against it. Not that we aren't already away from home against a side that finished 12 points clear of us, to reiterate. 12 points clear of us in the league this season. They won 5 more games than us, lost 3 fewer. But that league form hasn't joined them in the playoffs. They find themselves 1-0 down in this second leg on aggregate. And as of yet, haven't had a chance on goal. And we look the more likely to have the first chance. I'll get this round the corner. Oh, it's a lovely ball to Ngoy, who's offside. Oh, that could have been the moment. Perez to Engin. Driving forward to Dodu. Engin again. He's gone again. Engin is in behind here and has options in the middle. That hit Cano's arm, I'm sure of it. But unseen by the officials, a corner is given, not a penalty. Delivered in. Delivered well. And Ngoy flicks, but not away properly. Engin has the option out wide still. Murphy. Quick 1-2. Looking for the back post. Page can't get there. Bitter can. But wide of the target. Bolton's first proper chance of this second leg. Tamely past the post. Thankfully for us. Almost at the half-hour mark now. Our clean sheet still intact. And if that remains until the final whistle, we will be back at Wembley. Adabiejo. Oh, slow turn. Awkward turn. Nibs can't get it out of his feet properly. Trying, but not got the quality in the final third at the minute to grab a goal and extend our aggregate lead. Dodu into Mellis. Dodu. Good save by Norris. Best chance of the game so far for the home side. Hit first time by Dodu. Connected very well indeed. And a strong left arm from our first team goalkeeper denies them an equalising goal in the tie. And two strong hands with good grip claim onto the cross. Well, Norris worth his weight in gold at the minute for us. My own teammate runs into me there and trips me. But thankfully, we still come away with the ball. Where's Lewis Page? Where's he pissed off to? Oh, he's all the way over here. I was looking for... I couldn't see the left back on the mini-map at the bottom. Must have been blending in with one of the other white triangles. Nice little ball there into Adabiejo around the corner. I'm going to try and pull this back. Looking for a teammate in the middle. Tavernier! Oh, goal kick given. If he could have hit that first time, if I could have reacted and hit shoot quicker, that might have been us in the final. Great header by Cano. Nibs holds one man off. Driving into the box. Still going strong. Pulls it back. Dom Brown out-muscled and bounced off it. Cano should win this. He has done. He should win the second. He's done well there too. Campos, Ngoy, Adabiejo. Can't get the shot away. Knocking on Bolton's door, but they're standing just as firm defensively as we have throughout the entire three halves of football that we've played so far. A little bit fancy, a little bit unnecessary when you're 1-0 down in the playoff semi-final, Mr. Crawford. Into the second half of the second leg. The stats at half-time show us without a single shot on goal. Could have been oh so different if Tavernier had been able to turn that shot home rather than see it bounce tamely out for a goal kick. Only the two chances created for Bolton too, though, and they will be very disappointed with their lack of creativity in both legs to this point. That might be the factor that sees them go out and have to spend another year in League One and try again to get promotion back up to the Championship. Politic is in behind here. Cross could come in, laid back. I'd be quite happy to not have a shot on goal for the entire game if we don't need to have a shot on goal to go through. Trying my best to stand as solid at the back as we can do. It's not one of my strengths when playing FIFA, as you guys know. Defensively, I'm not the best YouTuber out there at all. But so far, with the help of Will Norris, we are looking like we might go through to the final. Nibs, no point needlessly giving away the ball. Brown, trying to squeeze it around the corner. It's going to fall kindly for Ngoy, but he was offside. Good header by Brown. Straight to a Bolton defender, frustratingly, but so far, things going our way in this game. Darcy on for Mellis. I'm tempted to make a change of my own sooner rather than later, but which change to make, I'm not sure. So far, there hasn't really been a glaringly obvious part of the field where we need to improve. We've only managed to score one goal against Bolton in what has been 3 2/3 games in the league so far this year. But remarkably, that one goal is looking like it's going to be the one to send us to Wembley for the chance to play at the playoffs. Or chance to play in the championship, sorry, in the playoff final. Why have you fallen over there, Ngoy? Politic turns. Does get a cross in. Crawford knocks that down. Bitter through the gap. They're in. And they're level. We're going to need a second goal against Bolton if we're to get ourselves through. That's a lovely through ball, and then it was the obvious thing to do to pull that back. I thought I positioned my defender well enough there in the middle, Cano, to get a block on it, and it's just brushed past his knee. Definitely, I'm going to make changes now. But what choice to make? And Ngoy will come off for Charlie Robinson. We'll bring Maris on for Tavernier and move Campos out wide, and I am not far away from bringing on Adam Ida for Adebayo as well. 21 minutes between us and an extra 30 with extra time. I am now going to need to find that first shot of the game to Maris. Will the substitutions take effect and have a positive impact? Is that a foul? No, Adebayo bumped off it. Nothing given by the referee. Murphy trying to narrow down his options, but a lovely ball inside. And now down the line to Dodu, who's turned really well. This is really dangerous. Good save, and Collins intercepts. Will Norris is the reason that we're still in this game. Get up, Charlie. Robinson can't get back to his feet quick enough. That was so important from Will Norris there. His heel kept the ball out in the first leg, and he's done it here again. Neris around the corner. Collins stands firm. 5 minutes to go. It's now or never for both sides. Otherwise, extra time is on the way. Nibs out wide. We've got Charlie Robinson's pace to use down the wing. And use it we will. And get away he is. And cross he has. Can't find a teammate. Going to be our throw though. The chance to have a dramatic end to this game. Brown. Maris. Brown again. Adebayo's there. Around the corner is Nibs, but he's in the way of anything at the minute. Adebayo has his shot. It's blocked. It falls to Nibs, and he's offside on this occasion. An extra 30 minutes then to decide who goes to Wembley. It will be extra time in the League One playoffs. Brown. Forward to Adebayo. Struggling for stamina now. It might not be long before we see Adam Ida or Andy Dallas. And we say Dallas is a big game player. But I don't have it in me in this situation to have him be the man that I turn to try and get us the goal. No. Oh, thankfully he's missed it. I'm going to take Adebayo off and I'm going to bring Adam Ida on. I'm sorry, Andy, but I just don't have enough confidence in you in this scenario to be the man that gets me the goal. I just can't bring it. Can't bring myself to do it. Nibs underneath this. Could knock this down to Ida. He tried, but failed. We're 10 minutes and a third of the way through extra time. Still, it's 1-0 on the evening and 1-1 on aggregate. Campos intercepts. Nibs. Oh, it could open up for Ida here if Maris's touch had been better. Campos intercepts again. And Robinson will find Maris. Cross to Brown. Forward to Nibs. Oh, trying to back heel it to the AC Milan loanee. But can't get it to him. Maris. Switch it to the left. We'll look down the line for Charlie Robinson, who will cut back inside. We've had one shot all game. In 110 minutes worth of football, we've managed one chance on goal. But it may only take one more to send us to Wembley. Nibs' shot down the throat of the keeper. Comfortable enough for Matthews to make that save. It should be comfortable enough to Brown to win that header, though. We're playing it about well. Campos on the overlap. Kyle Noyle, who is shattered now. Inside to Campos again. Brown is there. Looking for the ball through. And Adam Ida off the bench. May well have just sent Cambridge United to Wembley. Going to celebrate in that corner. And the substitution has made the difference. On loan from AC Milan, formerly of Norwich City, Adam Ida gives Cambridge United a 1-0 lead. Not 1-0 lead. That's a mistake. A 1-1 scoreline here and a 2-1 lead on aggregate. The keeper threw himself at it but couldn't keep it out. The movement of Ida, the most important thing there. And with 5 minutes to go, that could be us in the playoff final for tomorrow. The 115th minute A goal for Cambridge. We lead 2-1 on aggregate. It's 1-1 on the night. Big 3 minutes coming up for Bolton Wanderers. Here's Crawford. They're immediately on the attack. Into Neris. Cross could come in. Does come in. It's decent. It's away by Collins, but only as far as Politic. It's blocked by Charlie Robinson, who can't get to the loose ball again. Crawford. Darcy slashes at it. Side netting only. Wide of the target. Provided we can hold on to possession now for the next 60 in-game seconds, we'll be going to Wembley. They're going to need to do it now. They're not going to be able to do it. Adam Idah has earned his place back in the starting lineup for the final with the goal that has sent us there. Bolton played well. We stood firm. They took us to extra time, but we come out on top. 3 shots. 1 came in regulation time, 2 in extra time, and it was the second of those 2, the third of the 3, that sees us go to Wembley. Managed to get the equaliser in the last minutes. A draw was fully deserved. It had nothing to do with luck. Luck is part of the game. It had nothing to do with luck. We worked damn hard to keep Bolton out. And if we stick to our game plan, we can get ourselves 2 very strong defences for sure. If we stick to the game plan, we can get ourselves into the Championship next season. But scout reports come back on Luke Berry and Mpanzu. Berry 67 rated and 29 years of age. Not going to be signing Luke Berry back. Mpanzu is 69 rated at 28 years of age. Probably won't look to sign him either, unfortunately, but they impressed me. Well, Mpanzu impressed me so much so I wanted to have a look at him, but that's not going to be the man that we go for in the middle. So we have Rotherham in the playoff final for tomorrow. Bolton took us all the way to the end of extra time, but just able to sneak ahead. And the playoff final is a full 2 weeks after the second leg. Why it's not on the following weekend, I'm not entirely too sure. We'll have one final. Abadia is back from injury. Please tell me he's going to be fit enough to go onto the bench for the playoff final. Oh my God. Can you imagine the scenes if Abadia is the man that sends us up after missing 7 months of the season? Player returns from injury, is back in training, but by the time the next game comes around, transfer offer for Andy Dallas, manager role at Braga, which we shall reject. Transfer offer for Andy Dallas, which I will negotiate, but I'm open to, what they reckon I could get up to 3.4. I'd be happy to see Andy Dallas go. Rephrase, not happy to see him go, because he has scored some important goals for us and really made me question everything. But the way that Adam Idah came off the bench in that last game and scored the winning goal, when I said, when making the substitution, that Dallas was the man I didn't have faith in, I'm going to sell him. £3 million potentially to you now. He's asked to then play in this next game, Andy Dallas. It might well be his last game in a Cambridge United shirt, but Abadia is going to be able to come off the bench potentially and have an impact in this final game. Jesus. Right, tomorrow it will be premiered. I will premiere the League One playoff final against Rotherham earlier on this season, and we'll cover it again in tomorrow's episode. But earlier on this season, our results against Rotherham are a 2-0 victory away from home, a 4-0 win at home in the Cup, which was stimulated, and a 3-3 draw at home in the league. That is where we shall end today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Do make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss that playoff final tomorrow. I will premiere it. When we were 23rd in League 2 in January last season, never thought we'd be in the playoff one to get into the Championship at the end of Season 4. I'll see you tomorrow.